restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
Hello, hello. We're live. We're back on YouTube. What's up, everybody? Let's see what's going on. Hello, hello. Let me see here. Thank you, Richard, for subscribing just a few minutes ago, by the way. And Joseph Metz earlier. Let's see here. Where are we at? Let's see what we got in here. Sorry, guys. I had, of course, technical difficulties for a second. So, of course, when I went to click stream, got some kind of weird error. Had to fix real quick. So I figured that out. Anyway, we're here. Let's see who we got up in here. Hello, Slope Marine, Ungoliant, 64 Spades. What's up? Arturo Ventuis, I think it was. Debo Smith, I believe. Taryn. Hello, Taryn. I did not get anything again, Taryn. So hopefully that is not on its way back, whatever it is. Christian, hello. ER, Carcane, Joaquin, what's up, Joaquin? Kristen Oles, Alicia Kingston, hey, Alicia. K-Dubs, Nightbot's in the house. Remember, we're back on YouTube. Nightbot doesn't like, you know how he is. He doesn't like caps and emojis here yet. Hello, Muse, Maureen, Pandora, hello, Monkey Male Dog, Diane Harris, Red Sweats, Will, Casey Jones, Ned Johnson, Eric Mishima, Simply Sierra, hello. Excuse me. I got a tickle this in my throat. I've had something going on this week. Ron, what's up? You Surf, hello. Brittany Stapish. Doc Holiday's in the house. Paige Roberts. Raina, hello, Raina. Lord Fukin Kev. What's going on? Paige. Audrey, Ned Johnson. Yeah, I need to fix Nightbot, Alicia, for YouTube since they changed their stuff. But I don't have channel memberships anyway to get emojis and shit. You know, even though I'm supposed to be ready for it. Hello, Sam. Mama Ogre. Sorry. Rebecca Marvin, hello. What's up, Herb? Mrs. Hoon's in the house. Natalie. There's Eric. There's Carol Brown. Hoon Jive's in the house. Yeah, he said Hoon Jive's typing Sundrop emote. Yeah. If we can get the whole channel membership thing, we can put them on here, man. Meg Paul, hello. Karen W, hello. Let's see. Ida Niles, hello. Let's see. Jessica. Marty, hello. Shannon. Randy Suimatsu, what's up, Randy? Alrighty. Anyway, there's Fractured. I was going to say, where's Fractured? Red Sweats, hello. Free James, yes, it's just me. I guess I should have said that first. James is out of town again. He didn't make it back today, so it's just me. I'm sorry. I apologize. So, anyway, let's see. Really quick before we get into like questions and all that good stuff, and a little announcement, or I should say, big announcement. Let me go to Patreon here and actually open that page. We have. Let's see. No. What are you doing? What is this? Why is everything broke today? We have a thing called ProtoCon that you guys came up with as a joke about a year ago, and it's going to officially happen. We have a page live and ready to go to register for ProtoCon. I will type this in the chat here, and let's create a channel to join the chat. Yes. What do you mean? I'm the owner. Can I not type that there? Okay, I don't know what's happening. I will paste this here, but you can type in exclamation point ProtoCon, and Nightbot will tell you that link, and you can actually go register now. You can register now for ProtoCon next year, August the 9th through 11th, I believe that is correct. Thank you, Carol Brown, for getting this page up and running, and thank you, Doc Holliday, as well, for he's working some stuff in the background too. We'll announce, and I believe there will be, I don't want to say when exactly, but there will be another link on this page that I'm linking now where you can buy extra stuff and merch and whatever. But it comes with all kinds of stuff. Read the page and you get all kinds of goodies that's going to be happening for ProtoCon. So anyway, that's a reality. We got the location. Any donations and stuff that come in through here or Twitch or whatever will be going towards completely that, to get that taken care of. We are working to get it done. So it is on. It is on. I will change all my little pin posts on social media and stuff to remind everybody. Anyway, so yes, I don't know why I can't type there. It's my own damn thing. Anyway, I'll paste it again. But if you type in again, it's !Protocon. I'll do it here. Nightbot will return that link in case you didn't get it from me. He should. He should. Did he? Yeah, there we go. I seen somebody did it. There we go. Anyway. Oh, I just missed the O. I just missed it. My bad, Meg. I was close. I just missed an O. Anyway, you get the idea. All right. Let me jump in here real quick. Thank you. I think that was Lord Kev. Let me get over here and see what's happening. I even put on the Dracarys shirt tonight. The Dracanus shirt. You know, Dracanus that's been in the store. Ready for these Protocon shirts coming out. Kade, I know you're working on that. Thank you, Lord Kev, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Hashtag Protocon and for the sack. Apparently. Jesus. Anyway, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Let's go over here. Here we go. Let's not get off track yet. Let's wait till it's late. You know what I mean? Let's not get off track yet. I see the hashtags. What's up, Big E? And by the way, hello everybody I've missed. I mean, I know we're back on YouTube for the first time in, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 weeks. And we'll continue to do some Twitch stuff as well and back over here. We just can't do it every week, I guess. But hello, Electro. But anyway, we're back, and so it's good to be back on YouTube, you know, for a little bit. And we'll see what we do. I want to say real quick too. I mentioned this in a post on Patreon to everybody. Have you guys, before we get into Game of Thrones, have you guys seen Making a Murderer? I know the first one's old, but the second part just came out a month or two ago. I think it was October. I want to talk about that shit. I mean, it's not, you know, Game of Thrones, but it's real, you know, it's TV, but it's real life shit. And I'm so invested in this damn show. Yes, Red Sweats on Netflix. If you have not seen this, I don't care who you are, you need to watch it. It's so insane. I mean, it's absolutely insane. James, it was like when I got James on Game of Thrones, right? I was like, look, man, hey, just watch a couple episodes, right? And, you know, I know you think you don't like fantasy, but just watch a couple episodes. It's not like high fantasy where there's wizards walking around with magic wands. And it was the same. He was like, hey, just watch an episode. I'm like, all right, let's watch an episode. So we watched the first one. Oh, my God. It's insane. It's insane. So I really, really want to talk about this. Me and James are going to sit down, I think, and do just like podcast style 15, 20-minute long videos and just completely put them out one after the other and then maybe do some live streams on it. It's absolutely insane. And people need to understand what happens in situations like this. Or can happen, I guess. Anyway, I just want to throw that out there. If you guys, I see everybody saying, you made it, Edward, you made it. I see everybody saying, yes, please talk about it. Some people have not seen it. I've heard about it. Show name again, Eric. Making a Murderer on Netflix. Excuse me. I'm recovering from some kind of little chest cold this week, so I apologize for coughing in your ear. But yes. K-Dubs. It is, man. You know what I mean. I'm not going to get into it now, but yes, documentaries and so-called, reality TV are usually scripted. I know this from personal experience with a friend of mine who was on one. But this is, and yes, you can say this is a little bit one-sided. There's another side to it too. So I wouldn't go into talking about it without seeing the other side. But the point is, it's freaking real. It's real true crime, and it's just insane, man. It's absolutely insane. Just when you think you got the full story, it just goes deeper. There's another layer of bullshit, is what it is. Anyway, thank you, Brock. Thank you, man. Let's see. I want to talk about it, though. So, this is an entertainment channel. It's not just a Game of Thrones channel. I've always said that. So some people may not like it, but we're going to talk about it. Just, it's not won't be in-depth videos where there's no editing. It's just going to be podcast-style stuff. Me and James want to talk about it so much and probably do some live streams and get people's feedback, because it's crazy. Anyway, sorry, I didn't want to get on a side thing, but I wanted to mention that because I want to do it. I do have a lot of stuff coming, though, Game of Thrones. Anyway, of course, Tuesday we start, as I mentioned on Twitch last week, we start the Game of Thrones Season 8 virtual season with Boston University. That is coming next week on Tuesday, Episode 1. So if you're not familiar with that, I've mentioned it a few times on live streams. The last 6 or 7 months or so, it's just taking that long for them to get everything to me. So Tuesday, I'm not sure exactly what time, probably at lunchtime or something. Excuse me. I will release Episode 1 of Boston University's virtual season. And what they did was they had a class on Game of Thrones and writing for TV, and the students actually wrote a full season with scripts and everything. They hired actors and did a stage dry reading and recorded it all and streamed it, and they wanted me to show it, and then I'm going to actually react to it, or review it, I should say, like it's an actual season. So that will start Tuesday. Hello, Granite Person. Hello, Anita. Good to see some old names back over here. What's up, Chrisser? Chrisser 555. Did you hear the final scene is supposed to take place somewhere we've never seen before? God's Eye. I have heard this before from a question just like yours, but I have not heard any spoilers about it. I did mention when I heard that before that me and James saw a picture that could be considered a spoiler, so I won't say it, but it's something that was on set that could relate to that. That's all I'll say. I'm not 100%. It's not like I know anything. Anyway, I have not heard anything official about that. Only the rumor that you mentioned. Hello, Mule Mom. How are you? What's up, Will? B1 Mary. Very cool to be back. All right, so let's jump on Patreon really quick. Grab these. I know it's probably just a bunch of bullshit from Lord Kev and Kyle K-Dubs. No, I'm kidding, kids. I'm kidding. Lord Fukin Kev on Patreon. Thank you, man. We need to develop a comprehensive companion book to go along with the channel. Jesus. My first idea for a working title is SmokeScreen, A Song of Sack and Bunk Beds. Any thoughts? No. A book will be coming out for the channel, but we're not calling it that. Also, he says, or a ditty of Dargans and meat juice. Jesus Christ. New people will not get that reference yet. Cap the Goat, thank you, Cap. Just finished the Fire and Blood. No spoilers. The stolen dragon eggs is Danny's. Cap the Goat, somebody else asked me this. I have not finished it. I'm about a quarter of the way through it. I have so much going on at the same time all of a sudden with the whole Boston University thing that I have not read the entire thing yet. So I don't know. I did hear this, though. I did hear something about some eggs, and I got a feeling that's probably going to be correct. Yes, Galient Magic-y. So I think I did hear this part of it, though. I don't want to say anything, but I think that will probably end up coming true. But I don't know. I don't know if they should do that or not. I don't know if we should know the answers to every single little thing. You know what I mean? That don't make if that makes sense. But yeah, I've got to finish that. There's just so much going on right now with we got the whole Boston University thing. I got to record all those reviews, and then I'm editing those and doing intros and all that kind of stuff for the actual episodes. And then me and Val recorded videos. Me and Robert from Because Geeks trying to do something. So a lot of stuff's happening at one time. So I have not. Electrode, was the God's Eye even focused on much in the show? It was not. It was not. Tywin mentioned it one time in season 2, I believe, when he sent the mountain to burn everything from the Riverlands to the God's Eye, or whatever he said, some little line. So we've mentioned that before. It's absolutely not been said, but I think it can be set up with a Bran flashback in season 8, if they go that route. We also mentioned, though, that they could do, the Heart Trick Winterfell or, whatever, if they hadn't mentioned it. But I think for the TV show being so visual, I don't know if they want to mention that more than a few times and give anything away. So I don't know. I mean, I could just be flat wrong, of course. That's the other option. Let's see. Lord Kev's agreeing with you. I won't say any more about it to spoil anything. Kyle Dubs, you're also saying Kyle has heard people discussing it in videos. I have not. I have not watched any GOT videos. Cap the Goat, I haven't watched any videos. Finished the book. Didn't want any spoilers. So yeah, I don't know. I will certainly give you my opinion when I finish, get to that part. Marty, thank you, Marty. Proto Stark, The Sagas of Smoke and Dust, the title must be. There you go. It's not bad. There you go. Lord Kev, for your book. Let's see. Desert Dragon, what's up, Dragon? It was cool to play Dead by Daylight with you the other night, man. I'm glad you got some time off work. But Dragon is on Patreon. Thank you, man. You asked about Ty on Thursday. Then yesterday he asked about you and Val. You guys are thinking of each other. I suggested a quad stream around Christmas or New Year's, not on but around. Let me know if this is even possible. Yeah, man. By then we should be in the clear for streaming. Ty is a guy on Twitch who streams Dead by Daylight and a lot of other games, actually. But he's a big Twitch partner streamer. Dead by Daylight community, and we've streamed with him before, so I would absolutely be down. K-Dubs, one thing I do not think we have covered is what a direct fight against the Night King would look like. Personally, I feel that if it was all about Jon, like many people think, the Night King would have killed him off at Hardhome. So assuming the Night King has a different ultimate goal, how do you think that would play out exactly? Who would fight him directly? Would it be on Dargans, on foot? Spear versus sword, the Night King versus a final group of characters all at once. That's a good question. We mentioned that before. I know a lot of people think, K-Dubs, that, I don't know, that there's going to be this one-on-one, and I can see that. You had Jon offer to Ramsay, let's do it the old way. One-on-one, me and you. Nobody else has to die, only one of us. And I can see that type of thing. I can see Jon at least offering that. But I've been saying I don't know if it will be a one-on-one fight. I think there will be a little one. I think there will be at least some kind of fight for him to discover that he cannot be cut by Valyrian steel or dragon glass. That's the reason I think he's got to fight him. And then he's got to figure out have that old shit moment, you know what I mean, or something. Now, I don't know if that really works. Is that too late? If it fits into the God's Eye or Isle of Faces or... But then again, Jon doesn't necessarily have to go there. You know what I mean? Hello, Jennifer. Her Monster Highness. Welcome. Jon doesn't have to necessarily go there, though. He could be fighting the Night King somewhere else, and something is done there, according to, my theory, and that wipes out the Night King while he's fighting him one-on-one. Or Bran could get involved and somehow, do the mind meld and somehow physically, mentally battle him as well, since they're connected through werewood.net. So I would imagine, though, if they did that, as far as what it looks like, I think it's got to be, sword versus his ice spear, his ice sword, his spear, because Jon has, if it is indeed Jon, we've never seen him use a spear or a lance or some other medieval weapon. So I think it would have to be swords, classic sword stuff. Let's see. I see that question, Jennifer, from Herb. 1 second. Let me try to grab it. Thank you, Jennifer, for grabbing. Thank you, Herb. Out of these four, Ned, Drogo, Ygritte, or Viper, which one would you bring back? For me, Ned or Ygritte. Ygritte, too, to see if she be Jon's queen, and Ned to see his reaction to his children. Yeah, that's tough, man. I've thought about this before. If you bring back Drogo, then Dany's life is completely different. There's never, they come over, I guess, I would imagine they would have probably have done it. They come over anyway a little sooner, and Drogo and them wipe out the place and it becomes a bloodbath, and Dany never has the story arc with Jon and all that stuff. If you bring back Ygritte, you could have a similar storyline without the love story, I suppose, with Jon and Dany, or something like that, or it could create some other issues. If you bring back the Viper, that would be very cool for him to just straight up kill the Mountain, relieve the Hound of all that bullshit, and then be a part of the end game where Dorne is kind of, in league and joins Dany, and you kind of get the book stuff. So that, and then Ned, of course, I would like to see. I agree with you. I think it would be cool to see him, like if he just stayed, let's say, rotted in a dungeon this entire time in King's Landing, and then he gets out and sees what's happened to Jon and Sansa and Arya. I think that would be kind of cool to see his reaction. So, I mean, I would love to see Ned. So I would say between Ned and the Vipers, my two, and then, of course, I'd love to see Ned's reaction. The Red Viper, I would like to see him. They could have done a little bit more with him if let's say they kept him alive with the book storyline, and kind of did the whole old marriage pact thing or whatever, and he could at least mention that. So either one of those two. Of course, Ned's always a fan favorite. I could go with that. Michael Smith on Patreon, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Missed last week's stream as waiting for my copy of Fire and Blood. What was the best part of Fire and Blood? Again, Michael, you just heard me, I guess, if you're in here, I think you are. I'm not finished. I'm about a quarter of the way through, and so far it's really, there's some interesting little details so far about the sons of the dragon, Maegor and all those guys, but so far it's really not. There's not anything that's like just blows my mind or anything like that, because again, it's just kind of fictional history. So I will definitely do an update on Fire and Blood when I get a chance. K-Dubs, I heard a rumor you were becoming Chancellor of Boston University. Will you still talk to us? What? Yes, that's exactly right. I'm quitting YouTube and Twitch and all that to become a Chancellor of BU. That's they've offered me the position. I just hadn't officially accepted. And no, I'll never talk to you again. Specifically you, K-Dubs. Everybody else, I will. Hell no. I don't know where you hear that from. Kidding. B-Rye on Patreon. Thank you, man. I came in late and heard sack and bunk beds right away. The hell did I miss? It's, man, the whole Mizuma bunk beds thing, but now that's been added to it, apparently. Let Mizuma and Kev fill you in, and Doc Holliday and and Ungoliant. Just more nonsense, man. Randy Suimatsu on Patreon. Let's see. I think I remember you talking about Benjen's role in the books being bigger than the show. There are a few odd things about him in the show. Number one, he told Bran he would be ready when the Night King went south. Two, he made a couple of very timely appearances each time to rescue a critical person, Bran and Jon. And three, Benjen said the three-eyed raven sent for him and knew he was Bran, the three-eyed raven. He became a white. He became a white and said that the children saved him, but the children never mentioned Bran after a whole season living with him under a tree. And Benjen was apparently right outside the door. Also, with Benjen, with Bran and Mira, when Bran wakes up, Benjen gives him rabbit's blood to drink, which may be evidence Bran needs blood for more magic-y powers. Exactly. No, I agree. I don't know. I mean, the thing for me, Randy, is I don't. Obviously, Bran's, let's say, Benjen and Cold Hands in the book is weird. It's just weird that Cold Hands is not Benjen in the books, if that's the case. We'll see. We should find that out in Winds of Winter, if we ever get it. But he says it's not. So, I mean, I think it's got to be something similar, though. I just don't think Benjen goes missing north of the wall, you know what I mean? What, K-Dubs? You skipped my dang response to myself. What in the hell? Oh, where did I miss it? Oh, I see it. I'll get it in a second. I'm sorry, man. I see it now. Sorry. It was like, hidden. Anyway, the Benjen thing's always been weird for me in this, as far as the book idea of there being another person. MM27. It is me. Welcome. What's up, Snarky Grumpkin? Anyway, so the Benjen thing's just odd, because if he's running around up there, obviously he's coming back. He just didn't disappear. So it's going to be the same situation, but he's got to do something similar in the books, as far as, otherwise there's no point. But now Cold Hands is already helping, of course, Bran in the books. So, will it be that Cold Hands is killed off and then there's another one, Benjen comes to replace him to be Bran's aide or something? I don't know. I think it's got to be something similar, though. I don't think Benjen ever comes back south and, rejoins the family. He's dead. So I think in the books, if it's not Cold Hands, he'll come back like Cold Hands, is what I'm trying to say. So essentially, he'll be Cold Hands version 2, is what I mean. So it's got to be similar. It's got to be similar if it is, in fact, a different person. Of course, he could be lying. And K-Dubs, you were responding to your own question about the Night King fight. Check it out. In Lord of the Rings, the Nazgul King was killed by a woman because he couldn't be killed by a man, or by a man. In God, it will be the same. None of mankind will be able to kill the Night King and reverse the magic. So Ghost will kill that sumbitch. And this is how he spelled it. Sumbitch. I don't know how, but that doesn't matter. Ghost wins, confirmed. All right, there you go. You heard it from K-Dubs. You heard it from K-Dubs, people. Ghost wins it all. That would be cool. That would be cool, man. Speaking of the Night King fight, if he's actually involved instead of just getting killed off by some whites or something, at least make it the Night King, where he, gets a bite in or something. Excuse me. All right. Let's see here. I'm trying to go through the regular chat. Hello, Mackenzie Burns. Taryn, I didn't see a response, by the way, when I said that whatever you sent has not made it. There's nothing in my P.O. box. So I apologize. We're back to 300 people, so the chat's flying by. I apologize. Cold Hands said Cold Hands is the bastard son of the 13th Lord Commander. It could be. He was killed long ago, says Leaf. So could be. Jeffrey Fulton, what's up, Jeffrey? Q&A, if Aegon the Conqueror wanted to unite all the kingdoms because of prophecy, why wouldn't he try to unite the wildlings with the other kingdoms? Just something I was thinking about. It's very true, and that is not confirmed by, as far as, now I don't know, again, I've only got through a quarter of the book. I have not seen any indication of that rumor that George R. R. Martin put out there about him knowing anything about prophecy. And it is a great question. It makes complete sense. If they know that things come from the north, why would you, being kind of the good guy, leave that whole group of people north and not, I mean, I understand you have a wall, but, go try to, get them south of the wall and join the kingdom as well. Why not? He tried to get everybody else and he didn't get Dorne for years and years. Why not try? So that's a good question. Jacoby 540, what about werewood bows and or arrows? I don't know if you're asking me directly, but I've said that before. I do think werewood bows may have a role to play because of, if you remember, Brandon Snow from the book stuff, history, carved 3 werewood bows in order to try to kill Aegon's 3 dragons. And that may be a very magical thing. Maybe a Night King weakness, since maybe Dragonglass is not, maybe it is. Werewood bows could be, or at least, or arrows, I mean. And definitely maybe a dragon thing. Maybe it's magic-y. it's magic-y and kills magic-y things. So I think that's a possibility. Will we see that in the show? Maybe, because we know enough about werewoods, right? The books would be a definite if that's the case. Goonish Tendencies, what's up, man? Who would open up as a top bet to knock off the Mountain? I'll take Arya 10-1 odds. I will not bet against the Arya being at least involved. I do think the Hound may be both. I don't know. Hello, Juzzy Wuzzy. MM27, Sansa plus Tyrion. I like it. I like Sansa plus Tyrion. I know a lot of people like Sansa and the Hound. I think that's cool too, but Sansa and Tyrion, I think, is, for me, it fits a little better. They were married, he was polite to her, and then it's kind of the Beauty and the Beast theme. I did a whole separate video about it, why I thought that was better than San, as people call it, Sandor and Sansa. But I don't know. I mean, we don't have to have any of that, but I think it would kind of be cool. But everybody can't have this happy love story at the end where everybody falls in love and reunites with people, fall in love, get married, move off to separate castles, beat the Night King. Just not going to happen, you know. But yeah, I mean, I think it'd be cool. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, I said earlier I was recovering from some kind of chest cold thingy this week, so I apologize for coughing all night. Let's see here. Sand. Yes, Kia. Yes, Kia Jones. Hello. That's been a Sand has been a book thing for a long time, since the supposed kiss that didn't happen in the books, which Sansa thinks about it like that a little bit, but I don't know how much. Felicia McCormick on Patreon. Thank you, Felicia. No, Sansa and Gendry. Oh, Sansa and Gendry. Say, that's the first I've heard Sansa and Gendry. Arya and Gendry, of course, but Sansa and Gendry, I don't know. Maybe that's a political marriage. Sure, you know, I can see that, but I've never thought about them, like, because I think the idea is that, for me anyways, I don't want any more political marriages in the sense of people like, hey, let's join our houses just to unite people. I mean, you know, I think the change idea has to be out of love, right? So, by the way, you guys can hear me good, right? Are we good? I should have asked that like an hour ago, but I just let me make sure everybody can hear me cool when I lean back. I can move this mic a little bit. Thank you, Aaron. You know, I'm so professional here. I asked 38 minutes into the live stream if you can hear me. Let's see. All right, let's see. Peter Griffin. No one finds it strange that Howland, who knew Jon's parentage, is more worried about Bran than Jon sending his kids to Bran. No, we've talked about that quite a lot, Peter. It is strange. It's strange that he didn't show up for many occasions. Now, remember though, in the books he did actually listen. Like Robb sent him in the war to guard the Neck, so he did do that. So again, whether he was there physically or gave orders from somewhere else, we said before he's been back to the God's Eye. We think a lot of people think now. Which was based off the God's Eye, Alloface's theory, and him going back and, you know, obviously going during the Attorney of Harrenhal. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Everybody can hear me fine. I'm glad I did the mandatory mic check 39 minutes in. Anyway, it's odd that it is odd that he has not shown up. And he's supposedly so loyal to House Stark, Ned's best buddy, all that kind of stuff. You know, maybe there was a little. Like, Ned had an issue with the whole Howland Reed stabbing Sir Arthur Dayne thing in the back of the fucking neck. You know, I don't know. Maybe there was some issue with that after that. And they were, you know, on good terms, but just didn't. I don't know. It's really weird. But she definitely should have been there when Ned was taken and Robb's coronation. But Robb did use him in the War of the Five Kings, so he did guard the Neck and told him to stay there. So that's one reason he didn't show up. But then, of course, in the show, you would think, man, okay, Robb's killed, all this stuff happens. Jon's now king in the North. He would be there, and Jon knows about the White Walker, so he's got a magic-y aspect to him. I'm telling you, that's what I think. And some people think that he physically can't come because he's on the Isle of Faces with maybe like almost like Bloodraven bound to a tree or something with the Order of the Green Man, whatever the hell that means. Let's see. Thank you, Felicia. You can hear me fine. K-Dubs on Patreon. Taryn says she will stop by the post office tomorrow to check on the package. Sounds sketch to me. Yeah, that's sus. That's sus, K-Dubs. Taryn's going to check the package. Jesus. Don't you worry about that, K-Dubs. You let me and Taryn worry about that. Yes. Thank you, Hujab. Hit that like button. Please subscribe if you hadn't already. I know a lot of people just log on and don't care about accounts and whatever. Please subscribe, because when I stream on YouTube, I lose subscribers every single time. So we'll go negative here soon, I'm sure. All right, what we got here? The Haynes Man, what's up? Q&A, sorry if this has been discussed. I am late and have missed recent streams. Have you been reading Fire and Blood? I'm about 500 pages in. Interesting, but sometimes hard to keep track of people. Yeah, I was just saying that, Haynes, man. So that was an early question, actually. I'm only about a quarter of the way through. I've got a lot going on at the same time for video stuff, so I have not been able to sit down and read much. So I'm about a quarter way through. So far, it's good, but nothing really eye-opening and surprising as far as, the early days of the Targaryens. But I will definitely do a Fire and Blood. If there's something that, that pops out, or we find out about dragon eggs, or, other things like, of course, part 2 won't be out for a while, probably years. But yeah, I'll definitely do any videos I need to discuss any of those things. Mama Ogre, Q&A, do you reckon Howland Reed will turn up in Season 8 with a ton of info via Bran's visions? I hope so, Mama Ogre. Here's the thing, though. You don't absolutely need Howland Reed now, in the show at least. George R. R. Martin said we will see him in the books. But you don't need him in the show because you have Bran. Bran can see everything. Bran saw Howland Reed, but they wanted to mention him in the whole Tower of Joy scene. They wanted to make sure you knew who that was, obviously with his sigil and all that, and how he killed Sir Arthur Dayne. So I hope we see him. It's almost like a lot of people may still be like iffy, especially Southern people, about the whole Bran thing, like what he knows, even though he can prove it to anybody pretty much. But he's just kind of a person that everybody trusts, in the North anyway, and would believe that would back up the story because he was actually there. He could say that he went with Ned Stark to the Tower of Joy. Maybe he's the one to really convince Jon, because Jon won't really believe it at first, and he's going to go through that process of being mad at Ned for a little bit, I think. So I think we need him. It would help, but you don't absolutely have to have him. I don't think, unless it is something where he knows something to tell Bran about the Isle of Faces. I don't know. I think he's got to show up. I hope he does in the show anyway. Excuse me. Ungoliant Q&A, would it be wild if Season 8 Bran is having a flashback of Howland and realizes that Bran is there? That would be cool. That would definitely confirm what we kind of suspect, that he's got some kind of, Westerosi Jedi shit going on. Like Bran and Bloodraven. Let's see. Strike Boo, hello. And Strike Boo says, I want to see Jon leading the charge, riding Ghost, and then in the same battle hop on Rhaegal and wreck shop. That would be cool if he got big enough and he rode him and put a damn saddle on him. Don't do the bareback shit. Stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe. Put a saddle on Ghost. That would be cool. That would be cool, though. And, of course, you got the little hint from that, possibly, when Arya and Tywin, during the War of the Five Kings, Tywin asks Arya, all this stuff, and realizes she's a Northerner. And she says, they say that Robb Stark rides in the battle on the back of his wolf, and shit like that. That would be cool. Yes, we have a Westerosi Jedi. That's right. That's a great freaking name. That's why I thought about it. Hoonjive. Doing great, Mr. Shooting is dealing with a little girl that doesn't want to go to bed, but the baby went early, so she's in the chat. Oh, okay, I see. Mr. Shoon's dealing with the baby, the little girl. I understand that. I remember those days. Thank God it's over. Jeez. Will Ray, thank you, Will. I see you on Patreon here. Hey, Chris, no need to read. Okay, yeah. We'll discuss that later, man. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. There is it makes no sense. Yes, Westerosi Jedi. That's why I thought of that. I was like, I know we have that name on YouTube. Let's see here. Thank you, Electrode, for subscribing. Thank you, the Granite Person, for subbing. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. yeah, streaming. This is why I have not. This is the kind of part of this test thing about YouTube. Is that when I stream on YouTube, it destroys my channel. It stops. It stops me from getting pushed out through related videos, and I'll automatically lose a bunch of subs. It's usually at midnight on the dot. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This will kind of offset whatever happens with that bug, or I don't know. Maybe people are just unsubbing because they're tired of me. I don't know. So that's why I've been on Twitch for a while, testing out what's going on with this damn algorithm, because my channel is dead. But appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And thank you. I am 3 Pimp. Wait a minute. I am what the fuck? Sorry. I'm just gonna say 3. I'm just gonna say 3 Pimp. Thank you, man. Thank you for subbing. Free USA 1776. Yes, I may. I did that before too, and it didn't. I mean, in that, I guess it helped a little bit, but I did make one private a couple times doing a test the last time we were streaming on YouTube, and it didn't change any analytics other than it just stopped out from being pushed out where it's a 3-hour video, and nobody watches but 5 minutes of it, except for a handful of people. Never tire of you. No, some people do. Some people do, I'm sure. Damn, it's been 3 years and something now. I've been on here running my damn mouth. So I'm sure people will get tired. And two, the show is taking so long, people forget about it and they're no longer interested. So I understand to a degree, but the algorithm changes has killed me. And we talked a lot about this on Twitch when people were asking about it. So I don't want to rant on YouTube too much. But it's insane. Let's see. K-Dubs, thank you, man. On Patreon, how crazy is it that Howland got his ass kicked by Squires at Harrenhal and then kills Arthur Dane, essentially? Yeah, I think the idea is there, K-Dubs, is from the books anyway, it's described that the Cranning men, we talked a little bit about this last week, actually. The Cranning men are not your typical Westerosi knights, where they fight on horseback and all that. They're ninja, is what they are. They're swamp ninja. That's what they are. So they do, they sneak up and kill people and whatever and run and get back in the bush. You know what I mean? I don't know. So yeah, I mean, it's not surprising that he was the first one injured from such badass fighters, right? But then he survived it, and that's actually what saved his life, is being cut first. Slope, thank you, man, for the $5 super chat. Did you make partner on Twitch? Not yet. We are close to the average, but we have to maintain that 75 viewer average. Most people decided not to follow us over there, which is fine. I understand. I think a lot of people think it costs money or something. I don't know. I guess I know I've got a couple comments saying I won't go to Twitch. I'm not paying for, this and that. I'm like, nothing costs any money. You just follow for free like you do on YouTube. So, anyway, no, we're close, but we got to get to that 75 average viewers, and then we got to keep it there while they review it. Last time we got there really fast, and then when I applied, they answered, 8-9 weeks later, and by that time we had just done regular gaming streams, and the average had dropped back down. So then they said essentially, you got to keep your average at 75, and it's not a problem. So we have to maintain that average while they review it, and then they'll say yes. It does, Doc Holiday. Swamp Ninja and Westerosi Jedi sounds like a good team for a new show. See? It does. Why I see a Swamp Ninja t-shirt, a little green dude, jumping up out of the damn swamp with a knife. Let's see. There's Diane Harris. Diane Harris says, Q&A, in Season 7, the Hound returned to the farm where the father and daughter gave him an Arya food only to find their remains. Do you think he'll return there to live out a quiet life? That's a good question. If he survives this, that's not a bad idea at all, where he goes and kind of what he tried to do on the Quiet Isle, or whatever they called it on the show. It's the Quiet Isle in the books. Obviously, we hadn't got that reveal yet. Where he goes and tries to live a normal life and help, just does his thing and works on his little, farm for whatever. I don't know. That would be cool. I want him to make it. I really do. And me and Val just recorded, Val from McCullough's Geek, just to make sure anybody that didn't know. Of course, you all know, but we just recorded 2 videos for our first 2 character predictions for season 8, detailed character predictions. So we did Jamie and the Hound. So I think Jamie will be on my channel and the Hound will be on hers, I believe, one way or the other. Either way, we'll get that out in a couple weeks. We did record the first ones, and we'll talk. We talk a lot more about the Hound predictions for season 8 and all that stuff. But I will say, I think I'm still at a coin flip on him surviving. You know, I'm thinking I'm thinking he can't make it. I don't know. I'm not sure. I hope he does. I want to see him. That's what I told Val. I want to see him make it through this damn thing and be sipping on Imp's Delight with Tyrion at the end of this thing. You know what I mean? With no more war, just relaxing. You know, Jennifer, it may be everyone dies, and that's it. But you know, we gotta have hope. Why, K-Dubs? Why do people say Dany must die? I don't think she has to. Granted, yeah, Clegane Bowl. I think we're going to get a Clegane Bowl, but not in, I mean, the idea that we're talking about, at least in the predictions, will be that it's not about him hating his brother anymore. It's about him letting that shit go. But, of course, the opportunity, he'll have to fight him in some way, and that will involve fire. That will definitely involve fire. There's going to be a time where he does not freeze up about fire. Let's see. Thank you, Westeros Jedi. Appreciate the $10 donation. Dono, never get tired of your content. Here's to 3 more years. Thank you so much, Westeros Jedi. I really appreciate it. But no, there's definitely some people. I know there's definitely some people that have disappeared. And I understand that. I get it. You hear the same old redneck for 3 years talking about the same old shit. You know, it gets old. So anyway, but we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Hopefully, maybe in 3 more years we'll have 100K and I can take this fucking hat off. Right now, that's actually the about the projection. Carrie Nevis, hello, Carrie. I have not seen The Last Kingdom yet. So many people's asking me. I don't have the time. And then James, I said at the beginning of the stream in case you wasn't here, so I'll just quickly mention it again. James got me into this damn Making a Murder on Netflix, and we're going to fucking talk about it. I'm telling you. We're going to do like a bunch of damn just 15-minute, one after the other, non-edited podcast-style videos about it, and probably some live streams coming up. Just until season 8 and all that stuff, we got to talk about this shit. What's that, Doc? Asked Chris's ex. What? That's, what did I guess I missed it. Man. What do you Fractured, the real question is how Chris thinks he'll keep that on during ProtoCon. Yeah, I don't know. We've thought about that, Fractured. We've thought about that. Maybe it comes off. Maybe I don't. Maybe I have a few tricks up my sleeve. I don't know. Maybe I just shave my head anyway. Mule Mom, but if Dany doesn't win, who does? I guess you're responding to someone else. I apologize. Yeah, if Dany doesn't win, the Night King does. I mean, that's all there is to it. It's one or the other. And I don't think they can both lose. Well, they can both die, but they can't both really lose since Dany and Jon's, own the same team. Yes, Jeffrey Fulton, Making a Murderer is absolutely insane. I'm on part 4 of season 2, or season 2, I guess it's called a season. Part 2, I'm on episode 4 of part 2, and we're definitely going to talk about it. What's up, Hal Sanchez, John Clabo? What's up? Red Sweats, even George R. Martin is watching The Last Kingdom. Yeah, I know. I hear a lot about it. I have no doubt it's great, and I have seen the trailers, and I want to. But again, it's just time, right? Especially like right now, this Boston BU stuff actually came through, and it was like I've been waiting for. We've been chatting, we've been emailing back and forth since literally March or April. So, and all of a sudden now it's all here. So I have 6 weeks in a row to have these videos done, and they're hour-long episodes. So when it comes out Tuesday, grab your popcorn and watch it like the actual show, whatever time's good for you. But it's this full 1 hour and something episodes, and then I have to do a full. I want to do a full actual review and probably release that Thursday or Fridays every week for the next 6 weeks. So those are going to be the next 6 weeks is going to be like a season for me almost without the with the same amount of videos. We just won't have preview videos, you know what I mean, for the next episode or whatever. So that is starting Tuesday. Also, really quick, let me make sure I mention this again for people who may have jumped in here. We're up to like 300 something people when I started earlier. ProtoCon is happening. Let me paste this again in the chat here. ProtoCon is, again, for anybody that may be new or is not aware, it is our own little mini convention kind of meetup thing that's happening next year. That kind of started as a joke on live streams last year during the season, I think it was. And you can type in exclamation point ProtoCon, like Carol just did. I see Carol Brown just did that. And Nightbot will spit out the link. You can actually register now for this. We have dates. We have a place, location. You can get more information on that page there. It is an Eventbrite page. It's all official, secure, all that good stuff. Eventbrite and it will actually, I believe, and Carol, correct me if I'm wrong. I was going to test this earlier and buy my own ticket. But what's up, white privilege? I was going to buy one, but it will print you out an actual ticket. Is that right? I believe, Carol Brown. All the information is on that page about what's going down, and we'll update it with other links to other stuff as well because everybody's going to get, like, if you obviously register, you're going to get a goodie bag with some stuff. And thank you, Jennifer, as well, for helping me out with all this. Doc Holliday, everybody on the EP team. And by the way, EPs will have another call this week. Tuesday, I think, is the best day. Thursday, I know other people want it, and some people can't make it either one, so we'll have to flip a coin. But we'll Patreon executive producer call this week, and we're going to hammer out more details. But yes, ProtoCon is a thing. It will happen. It's going to happen, and you can go there and register anytime and get your spot. Again, if you type in, for anybody watching this as a video tomorrow or whatever, if you type in exclamation point ProtoCon all together, Nightbot will tell you the link, and I'll put the links. I'll start putting the link in everything, like the video, every video, and all that stuff. So it'll be somewhere you can easily find it. K-Dubs, that's all right, man. You are OG, man. You can join. You can join. Let's see. Herb. What's up, Steph Snow? I just now saw your name. Sorry. Chris's couch, perfect. What do you? Yes, ProtoCon is on my couch. That's right. It's just everybody in Chris's house for a weekend on the couch. That's it, exactly. And sitting in a bunch of German Shepherd hair. That will be a fun time. It's just a big pillow fight. That's all we're doing. Everybody, bring your own pillows. By the way, bring your own pillows, and that's actually what ProtoCon is. We wasn't going to tell everybody. We want to pretend like it's like this little official hotel and all this kind of stuff. But it's just a fucking pillow fight in my living room. Yeah, Carol Brown will cook. There you go. She'll cook enough for everybody, I promise. What's up, Pat Corbett? How are you? Let's see here. PillowCon. There you go, Kia. There you go. Maybe we'll do that next time. Well, maybe we'll have a... Yeah, like Con of Thrones, for those of you that went to Con of Thrones, they have the training with the shield and swords. We'll have the pillow fight. We'll have the pillow training. Let's see. Proto pillow. You can get a SmokeScreen pillow on the store, by the way. I said that probably months ago. I don't mention it enough, but there's actually pillows on there now with the logo. And also phone cases. I meant to say that. Last week on Twitch, I mentioned that we have now phone cases in the Teespring store. And beanies. But the beanies got denied because they're embroidered beanies. And they said anyway, I got to redo the logo with a bigger line point size because they can't. I don't know why. It's the same one they used to put on the hats that I have on my head right now. Anyway, beanies will not be there for another few days, maybe a week or so. I got to get that redone. But anyway, phone cases are there, and and actual pillows. Let's see. What is Doc Holliday up to? I see people laughing at him. I missed it, Doc. I'm sorry, man. I'm not used to this YouTube chat again, man. It's a lot faster than Twitch. Where was there? Time is spent between the couch and the bunk. Yeah, that's right. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have scheduled events on the couch, and then Mazuma, Doc Holliday, and Lord Kev will have their own con on the bunk beds. And if you want to join them, Doc, you can. You can. Hello, Vincent Carter. I think it says Vincent Carter, I believe. Dequina. How are you? Yeah, Jennifer, I know. It's nasty. They're nasty people. Where's Mazuma at, by the way? Where is Mazuma? He's probably over on Twitch by himself. Is that what's happening? Mazuma's on Twitch. Oh, hell yeah, Lord Kev. We'll get the old school Jimmy Fly Snuka stuff going on. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Mazuma's on Twitch by himself. I don't know. Yeah, there you go, K-Dubs. Maybe that's what's happening. He could be with James. What's going on? What's up, Big Cincy? What is Twitch? Twitch is my that's where you stream. You stream. It's for live streaming. It's mostly known for video games. It's owned by Amazon, and that's where I've been streaming for the last 5 or 6 weeks to test this whole YouTube bullshit. Hello, Marilyn Bentley. But you can follow me on Twitch for free. You just go to twitch.tv/smokescreenvids. Nightbot randomly spits that out too, as well. But it's twitch.tv/smokescreenvids. Follow me there because we're going to continue streaming there regardless. We're going to do another type of show where we just kind of hang out like this and chat about anything. We're going to start that. And again, we were supposed to do that this week, but now the damn Boston University stuff. So we'll figure that out. We're going to talk about all that actually on this call this week. Allison Rose, Alessandra, hello. Let's see. Evan, Twitch is so much better, to be honest. It is right. It is better for streaming. It absolutely is a better platform for streaming. I know at first I didn't like it, and I completely understand why people say I'm not going to another thing. I don't want to create another account. But it's literally just a 2-minute, create an account, and you click a little heart to follow, just like you would subscribe on YouTube. And once you get used to it and you get, kind of learn your way around it, because it's just one page. You don't have to worry about YouTube links, to live stream links. It's just one page at all. That's where you go. And then you get used to the emojis and all that stuff. And if you're a subscriber where you actually support the channel, you get unlock those emojis, and we have like a custom Sundrop can, and once you make partner, you have like 50 of them. And then you get special badges beside your name in the chat. So it's really cool. It really is cool. And it's built for streaming. So I've always streamed games over there anyway. Where are we at? Let me check Patreon before I go take a stretcher really quick and get some more to drink. I apologize, guys. My throat's a little dry, and I've been coughing a little bit. I'm recovering from something this week. I think we're good there, actually. Hold on 1 second. I see that K-Dubs from Sam. Hold on 1 second. Okay, we're good there. Excuse me. Q&A from Sam. Thank you, Sam. And thank you, Kato, for grabbing it. Hi, Chris. If John does survive the war and becomes the king, do you possibly think that he could adopt the Stark last name instead of the Targaryen last name? That's interesting. I don't know if he would go as far as, like, getting rid of the Targaryen last name. I think once he accepts who he is and why he was protected and all that stuff, that he would he would, keep the name, at least in a legal sense. I don't think he'll ever be called Aegon, like he'll never want to be called that. But if he becomes the king, then surely during official things, he can be referred to as that and would keep the name. Because he is half Targaryen. He'll learn to accept that. He'll always be half Stark too. Hell, he could be. Maybe just called King Snow. I don't know. Before he was king in the North for a little while anyway in season 7. Why not? So I don't think he would abandon it. But I will say this because there's a big question, right? Will Jon be the king? Will he want? If Dany dies, or will they both rule as king and queen? We'll see. But you almost have to, at least for a little while, have a king or a queen, because I do think that Brienne will be the queen or king's guard, knighted as a woman, and she will write in the Book of Brothers, the White Book for Jaime. So I think if that happens, you have to, at least for a while before they change things, have a king or a queen or something. So I think it's a possibility. Natalie, a hot tub sounds yum. Oh, hot toddy. I thought you said hot tub. I thought you were. That made me think of Dee Brown, because Dee Brown's sitting in a hot tub somewhere. I'm sure. I hadn't seen Dee Brown in a couple weeks. I know her. her Saints lost this week, which I was happy about. But it don't matter anymore since we lost today again. So we're done. We're freaking done as usual. Who's a weirdo, Jennifer? What do you mean? What, me? You got to be talking to Doc Holliday, or I don't know, Mizuma, or or Lord Kev. Also, really quick, thank you to Lord Commander Manny is back on Patreon as earlier today. I meant to thank him if he's in here. I don't see Manny, but he did come back to Patreon today. So thank you, man. Oh, hot tubs. What? That's just what I thought. I read hot tubs. Why am I weird? Let's see. Jen Lamb. Hello, Jen. Do you think Sansa's name Little Dove is a foreshadowing? Damn it, I'm about to lose it. Hold on, Jen. Is foreshadowing of her being a peacemaker. It could be, but could also be foreshadowing of her death. I don't know. Doves are often associated with that, too. But peace is obviously the biggest thing, I guess. And but I don't know. Is Sansa? I think Sansa's part of that, with Jon and Dany and all that after they get through this war. So I don't know her specifically, but it could be. I've never thought of it that way in the sense of a peacemaker. What does that mean for her? Does that mean, marrying somebody for peace, or like we were talking about before, more political stuff? I don't know. Interesting though. Let's see. Rashad Booker, thank you, Rashad. Do you think that Jon will wind up killing Dany? I don't. I don't think Jon will kill Dany in the sense of, like a betrayal. Now, if it's some kind of mercy killing, like Drogo to Dany, and like Dany did Drogo, or she's turned to a white or something, obviously yes, in that sense, but not from some kind of backdoor betrayal thing. I don't buy it. I don't buy the Nisa thing. Nisa was not a literal thing, and I've had many videos on that. I don't think Nisa is a literal thing at all. It's a metaphorical thing. It kind of relates to Valyrian steel. Nisa was essentially Lyanna Stark, and Rhaegar was the Azor Ahai in that sense. So it's a lot of metaphorical stuff, I think. So I don't buy the idea that there's a new fiery flaming sword that Jon needs to stab her through the heart. I know a lot of people think Melisandre could be that too. So there could be something to it, but I've never bought the literal thing. Thank you, author Rasul, for subscribing. Appreciate it. And again, everybody, please subscribe if you can get a second to do that. If you're not logged in with your account or whatever, YouTube screws me over on live chats every single damn week at midnight, almost on the dot. I lose 10 or 15 subscribers. I don't know why. I don't know if it's real people or if it's a bug thing, or people watch it and just say, "Oh shit, I don't watch it." I don't know. I'm asking to try to offset that, because I came back to YouTube to make sure let people know we're still here, and we do stream on Twitch as well. All right, Felicia, I see your question there on Patreon. I'll grab that in just a second. Let me take a stretcher real quick, let the Riddick out, and grab a drink, and give me a couple minutes, guys, and I will be right back.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king. cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
Alrighty. We're back. Riddick just joined me here. I see he cracked the door and came on in. Alrighty, I saw we just had our first 2 Protocon registrations. Very cool. So we got at least 2 people. So at least be 4 or 5 of us in the room so far. But yeah, no, we got plenty of time. Anyway, yeah, just really quick again, if you're just now stopping by, our little mini convention next year is up and live, and we have a Eventbrite site up and live now for that, and I will post it there. And you can type in for Nightbots, you can type in !ProtoCon and get all that information. I just posted that there in the chat as well. We got our first couple registrations I just saw, and Doc Holliday, I don't know, Doc Holliday registered, I don't know why. I just saw Doc, but thank you, man. And I don't see the other one. Where'd it go? Anyway, let's see here. All right, I saw Heart of Gold. Hello, Heart of Gold. Registration for we're calling it ProtoCon. This was started as a joke kind of last year, and became a reality. We're going to do it, so it's our little kind of a mini convention, a get together, meet up, whatever you want to call it. We're having a full little weekend of hanging out, little panels and that type of thing, and a cookout, that kind of stuff. Hanging out here near my neck of the woods, and we've been working the last few months to get it going. And yeah, Doc, yes, Doc, you're ready. And so we've been getting that going. We now have an Eventbrite site set up where you can register and everything, get tickets, and we'll have not all the details are in yet as far as we have a pretty good idea of what's going to happen, but we got, you'll get a goodie bag of stuff. There'll be t-shirts, and we'll do panels and talk about Game of Thrones after the season's obviously over. Talk about some other stuff as well. James will be there. I think Val's coming down from Because Geek. We'll see what else we get, but it's going to be a fun time regardless, for people who want to hang out. And we're doing it, obviously after Con of Thrones. Yeah, and you can meet Doc Holliday. I mean, Doc Holliday will be there, and Carol Brown will be there. You definitely want to meet. We're going to have a I know Carol wanted to do a moderators panel for last year when we got into the season, and all of a sudden there were 4,000 or 5,000 people in the chat when she was alone the first time. So it's not just going to be me sitting up there for a full day and a half talking the whole time. There'll be other people involved, but I mean, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So anyway, that if you type in and the link will start to be everywhere. It'll be in all my video descriptions and on social media, pinned posts and that kind of thing. So be sure to follow Twitter, Facebook, and all that stuff for updates as well. But anyway, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. And we're getting all the details worked out, but you can now register. It's going to